Hello there, great person, and welcome to this brilliant occasion where we finally celebrate 20k subs. So I would have actually never thought we would get here, because as you all know, the channel goal was 10k, and we did smash that, I think, earlier last year with Frieren, and that was like so weird and felt unreal. And now this is like, okay, so now we are at 20k already. Like, I'm very grateful to every single subscriber. Obviously, I don't know how many of you have been here from the beginning days when I did watch some horror reaction videos with a badly lit room. And I don't know who was with me during the first Wheel of Time stuff, during Foundation, Dune. I think Dune was the first thing that really made the channel take off. I think I got my first 25 subs from a Dune reaction video. It was so much fun to do. And yeah, from there on, it went on and on and on, and here we are now, 20k subs. And all of them awesome. All of them great people, obviously. So I do hope you've got a very good day today. And I'm very, very happy to have you here on the channel. So perhaps some more general stuff. I'm really, really happy with the content currently, though I do have to say there's a lot of stuff piling up as well. And I have not forgotten about it. I just try to squeeze some stuff in. For example, we still do have to finish Wheel of Time Season 3. I do know it's been cancelled, but I don't care. I will finish it, obviously, but I need to get that time. Also, for all of the Wheel of Time fans that might watch this, I in fact did start publishing my own book as a web novel. So if you would like to know how my writing is like, check it out. And we will talk about it a bit more in a minute. But yeah, like I will do that. We will do solo leveling. We will finish that. We will finish the Tower of God Season 2 reactions. And I do hope we get back to reading it. Because currently, I do know I tried to do the Friday streams, but they were really straining on my stamina. Because like they were awesome, but Friday is the day where I'm most stressed because the whole week is behind me, and I like the thing I would like to do most is just go to sleep. And sometimes I do have some energy, then I go to do a stream, but you know how it is. I mean, I do have a 60-hour or a 40-hour job, which is mostly 50 hours per week at the university, and yeah, that's why I don't do the live streams currently that much, or like I haven't done one in a while. I think I did the last one for Neon Genesis Evangelion episode like 13 or something, or 14, I don't remember, but it was awesome. Like I really liked that show. And yeah, so after Neon Genesis Evangelion is done, the movies, I will probably not be able to record movie 3 this week because I do have to go on a surprise business trip till Wednesday. So you will only get a Monster tomorrow and the day on Wednesday. And no Evangelion this week. Again, I'm sorry, but it's like a lot of stuff is happening at work currently, and we have to do a lot of stuff and a lot of proposals to write and stuff. So yeah, but it will be there next week, I hope. And after that, we start Code GS. Also, Madoka is currently being uploaded onto Patreon. I think I've got 3 episodes up already. So if you're interested in that, check it out. And if you're interested in seeing Madoka on the channel, we are at 75 followers for the web novel, so 25 to go. And if you follow, also consider rating it a bit. Like you don't need to give it perfect rating, obviously. Like give it the rating you think it deserves, but that helps me gauge some impressions, because most people seem to read it and not comment, which is like I would probably not comment either. But it's like that's at least some feedback I can get from it. Though I'm pretty happy in how it turns out currently. Like there are some awesome theories going on, very good observations. Some stuff that has been like I do think no comment has address something that I hadn't planned, so at least that's something good. So like there's no writing mistake where I'm like, oh no, I wrote this in and it makes no sense, and now they wonder. No, like every comment I read is like, okay, you picked something up, you will be rewarded down the line for that. And yeah, let's talk about the web novel a bit, because if you are one of the Attack on Titan people, you know definitely that I promised, or not I promised, but I like, that was the day when I decided to write it down. That day when I watched the Attack on Titan season 2 finale, because I just was so in awe, because I loved the story and the ending so much, and it made me write down my own story. So it took 6 months to write down. Then I edited, and I'm still editing a bit for a web novel format. But I do think it turned out really well. I am probably going to start book 2 in 20 minutes. I want to write it down. I've already half a chapter. I already wrote that because I needed to write it down, because it's really fricked. So you can look out for that. But yeah, season 1 is going very well on Royal Road. We are, I think, almost at the halfway point of season 1. I could look up how many pages we're down in. Oh yeah, no, we are not. We are almost halfway done. I think we are about chapter 64 or 62 will be the halfway point for season 1. So if you enjoy the story, the bad shit, insane stuff is still gonna happen, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if you read it. I mean, it's been fun writing it, and I mean, it's one of the reasons I started the channel for. Like, not this piece of writing in particular, but I wanted to share my writing with people, because I'm not a good social media guy. I'm currently being on Threads and TikTok a bit, and like trying to market the web novel, and I'm running probably into walls, I feel, and it's like no one cares there, which is normal. I think there are so many people advertising this stuff, and but yeah, like I'm not a social media person, so I always wanted to at least try to reach people through the channel, so that they give my writing a chance, which is always for free. Like, I don't want to get money for the writing. I publish all the stuff for free. I will probably do print versions down the line, for example, for the Dream Afterlife and for the Hebrew Reports, my horror series. But then you have to pay for it because it's a book. And I will probably put it on Kindle, where you have to pay like €1 or something, because I have to like get back the costs for formatting and an editor and stuff. Because currently there's no editor. Some very lovely people have added suggestions to the text, but it's still, I know there are rough sentences in the web novel currently. I know that, and they will be fixed once it is going towards Amazon, and I hope I will get a audiobook for it as well. But it's like, I don't want to really take money for it. Like, I want people to enjoy my work, or at least I give it a chance and then perhaps enjoy it. And yeah, it turned out pretty well. Currently, like there are 3 or 4 people commenting a lot and really, really thinking a lot, and their thoughts are awesome. And I'm really enjoying reading them and commenting a bit. So if you go to the web novel and want to comment, feel free to comment, and also perhaps comment on other comments, obviously, because then you can get some theories going, which I think might be fun. There are already some really cool ones up there. Finally, someone, by the way, noticed that there are no children in the book. Like, it's so funny. I was like, when are you gonna notice, mate? What are you doing? I mean, there's not a single child mentioned in like 60 chapters, and there's someone's like, I think someone got it in like chapter 20, someone got it in like chapter 40 or something, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't spell it out because no one remembers children, but it was fun. That was really fun. That was one of the funniest moments, where people finally realized there are no children in the story. There's a reason they will be in the future season, but if you would know how the world really works, you would know they couldn't be in this book. But anyway, so yeah, anyway, enough novel stuff, but yeah, check it out if you do have the time. If you do like fantasy, that is a bit of a slow burner. where there's lots of hints, nothing really handheld, like no hand holding. But I do think people really go to the right conclusions in the comments. So I just do hope that it's not too convoluted or stuff. So, and I hope it's an enjoyable journey. And if you are reading it, comment on if you, who's your favorite main character, or who's your favorite character currently in the book. I would be very, very interested in who's your favorite character. Because one of the favorite characters already died for someone, and I'm sorry, but that's, oh god. It's a story about the afterlife, so there's grief involved. And the heavy hitters haven't come yet, I think. So anyway, I'm not going to spoil because there are going to be people leaving the story, and I'm not going to say what happens to them, but you will be very surprised who it is, I think, and we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, so if you like psychological fantasy, the basis for the magic system, by the way, is my own research. If you're interested, perhaps that's too big of a hint if you know my research, but I built the magic system around that, and about some other ideas I did have, but yeah, that was fun. But that was one of the reasons I started the channel for. And the other reason was obviously to watch cool stuff and get recommendations, and I really got that here. Like, it's so awesome. Like, the community around this channel is really awesome, and I like almost all the stuff I'm currently watching is something people have voted for on Patreon, and all has been really, really cool. And I've never had a stinker here. It's so cool. Like, I never went in watch. I have to admit, I did do the Dune TV show reaction for an episode 1. That was a stinker. I did react to it, but I will not finish that because it was not good. I've slept on that and it was not good. I also did watch, what's it called? I also recorded that. I think it's on Patreon as a bonus. Episode 1 of Übelblatt. I watched that. That was horrid. That was really tropey and bad. And people have said that the manga was a lot better, and I'm sorry if that's the case. But man, I couldn't stomach another episode of that. That was like tropey, bad, not illogical, but nothing was really explained, but not in a way where I was really intrigued by it. So yeah, those are the two things I did really abort. I would love to do Tower of God again. That was also not recommended. Tower of God was not recommended. I did a season 1 blind reaction, and people seem to love the reactions. And I, in fact, then started reading the webtoon with you, and I remember that very fondly. I wish I would still be doing that, and I hope I will do it again. But with the children at the age they are at, and like, I'm just too exhausted with recording and writing the book, marketing the book, and doing my own work and raising 2 twins alone with my wife. Like, it's a lot. And I mean, that's the problem if you have so much awesome stuff to do, yeah, but it will be back. So next will be, as I said, Code Geass will be after Neon Genesis Evangelion, and after Monster we will have Expanse. I will veto that in because I've been saying it for almost a year, and I do think people would love the reactions as well. And I don't know, people often think they can only recommend anime. Like, no, you can recommend anything. Like, I've also not watched some very big stuff. I feel like Breaking Bad I haven't watched that. I haven't watched True Detective. I haven't watched what was the other big one? Chernobyl, the mini show. I haven't watched Oppenheimer yet still. And all of that is stuff I will hopefully watch in the future of the channel, so it's not always anime. I would love to watch some good horror as well. And I do have some Let's Play things I would love to do, like Outer Wilds and stuff. But, currently, like, I even have a capture card now. But we will see if anyone is interested in that, because I'm currently trying to do stuff that's like where I'm having fun, and I see that people watch it. For example, Monster is not watched by many people, though it's like I really like it. It's a bit too long, I feel. I'm not gonna lie. The show goes on a bit too long with some too convoluted things that make it too long. But it is still an awesome show. And yeah, if you have not seen the reactions, check them out. Yeah, a lot of mysteries, obviously, is currently going on. And Orb, both are awesome. Orb is really cool. I really love the concepts there. They are breaching some very interesting subjects. Same goes for a lot of mysteries, which is incredibly immersive. I love it. Love hypothesizing. The animation is godlike. Like, I think best animation I've seen, I guess. Yeah, I also was thinking about perhaps doing Demon Slayer in the future. I think I've seen 1 or 2 scenes. Perhaps I've seen an episode and forgot. I don't remember it anymore. I just don't remember it. But that is something people have told me that's cool as well. And it's a shonen, and I like shonen. I think it's a shonen. Is it a shonen? I don't know. Also, perhaps Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, even though I've seen the first 4 episodes. Like, those of you who've been here for a long time know that. I didn't record them, but I watched them in 2009 or whatever it was, like when it came out, and I rage quit after the phone booth. So I know some stuff, but I don't remember anything. I only remember the phone booth, and I only remember the dog. I mean, obviously I remember the stupid dog. But yeah, I will also I will do my best to get some sleep and do a live stream on Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern European time, ETC. Eastern European Central Time, ETC, the one that is in Germany. So we will talk a bit, and you can just ask some stuff. Yeah, I would be very, very, very pleased to see you. And yeah, I don't know what. Perhaps to get some engagement going on in this video, other than you hopefully going to the web novel that is linked in the comment for free as always, and give it a try. Comment on what you thought, and if you want to push it, like on the Royal Road side, so it might get some traction, which it does a bit, but you can push it a bit by giving ratings. And as I said, I will not stand here and say give it a 5-star rating, because that's not what I want. I want you to give it the rating you think it deserves. But it does help to get ratings. I don't know if it just needs to be good ones. I don't know. But so currently it's at 5 stars. So I don't know. I guess either people really like it or really like me. Both is really cool though. Yeah, like do that, and like check out the story, comment, engage with the comments, and you will be rewarded a lot, I think, in season 1 already. There's some very cool reveals, I think, coming. Like 2 incredibly big reveals are in season 1. Season 2 has also some incredibly big reveals. I can't wait for you to read season 2 as well. Man, I do hope that you like it, and I can't wait for the stuff that's in store, because now the story is at the point where it's really starting to grow into what it normally is. I would say when writing, like, when I write, I've got a feeling, and like all the things are now starting to really steamroll down, and Dio finally found his thing now, and we will see what consequences that will have, and how the storylines will intersect and stuff. So anyway, I will also, I don't know if anyone's interested, because it has nothing to do with the channel. I will start a D&D with my wife and some friends from work. I'm really looking forward to that. I hope to do some Warhammer content again soon. That would be awesome. I really miss horror content, but you know what? A lot of mysteries really gives me some good horror content, and I really have been starved for that. I remember, like, I can't wait for Halloween. And you know Halloween is the channel's day. Like, we'll have a Spooktober again with me watching scary stuff. So if you have any recommendations you want me to react to, put in the comments, and like make it as horrifying as possible. I remember watching Ju-On, and that reaction almost broke me. Like, that was so scary. Like, it was, I think, last year on Halloween. So like, we will do a live stream on Halloween as well, as we always do. Like, that's just the tradition. And yeah, I just love horror so much, and fantasy, I guess. So I do try to as well share some knowledge and some interesting thoughts, and that's like the other thing I wanted to do with the channel. Though I didn't realize I could do it to this extent. Like, when I watch something, then my brain just goes off in associations and ideas and stuff. And I know sometimes it's too much, perhaps, but it's so much fun. I do think that started really in Frieren, though, and Attack on Titan. Like, Attack on Titan and Frieren, like, they made me go all out. Like, Attack on Titan, I thought so much stuff. And Frieren as well, with the translations, especially in German, like the German words and my like wild crack theories and stuff. Like, that was so awesome. And Three-Body Problem, and a lot of mysteries. Evangelion, man, so much stuff to think about. Arcane as well. And I'm so sorry I didn't like the last 3 episodes. Like, I do know sometimes I'm pretty, like, if there's something I don't like, I really say that. And I know some people really hate that. And I think it's okay. I just hope you know that I don't want to bullshit you here. Like, I'm not going to bullshit you on this channel. That's why I will tell you the truth. And I did, though, have good experiences with a disclaimer in front of End of Evangelion, which is, not gonna lie, that was not good for me. But it was so interesting, though, because it's one of the things I talk about sometimes, the confirmation bias. And I think people that really liked it, like, they see all the good things here that I can't see because they make no sense to me, but I can see that from another perspective that probably would make more sense and stuff. So it's really interesting to see that it's just different people take different things away from things. And I'm really happy if people really like stuff I don't like. Death Note as well, for example, in some parts, like some parts of Death Note were really, really not that good. And I do think, though, that was the anime's fault, not the manga, because I've started reading the manga. The manga did fix a lot of the issues I had with some of the stuff in the anime. So the manga, so it's not the story's fault, it's the adaptation's fault, you know what I mean? So just to I don't know if I ever said that on camera, like the Steins Gate as well. Steins Gate, I'm playing through the novel. I know we started on live stream, and no, I didn't continue that. Yeah, I still need to do that as well. But you remember that, like, when I was at certain points and stuff was just cut in the anime, that was so important. And everything makes sense in the end, but in the anime it doesn't, because they didn't give me some information, you know. And I call that out. I just do. And if you think I'm an asshole, you can do that. I try to be a nice asshole, but sometimes I have to admit, sometimes it's just fun to rage. Like when I was younger, like I watched very, very bad TV, like in that it was really poorly produced, and I was just shouting at the screen to like just go off. And I love to get angry. So like I love to rage. I don't do it often, but I really love to rage. It feels cathartic. So anyway, I've been recording for far too long again. You know me, the old blabbermouth. So again, thank you so much, all of you, for watching, for following the channel. And check out all the content I do have. I've got a pretty big variety of content. And no channel goals anymore. I don't like it's. I don't like. I could now say 30K. We might get there. I do think we might not, though, because there is a satiation going on in the channel. So I do think we are pretty much where we will be. And that's really cool. Like I'm so satisfied with everything. Like I don't, like I always say, set yourself goals. And my goal is to keep the content like this, at least this level. If it gets better, I will try my best. But like I don't need to hunt for subs or anything. Like I will always say sub, because sometimes people would just forget. It's just like I sometimes do forget to sub to some people as well when I watch stuff, so I just say it. I'm very, very happy. I'm very happy. I'm sad I can't currently answer the comments really well. The start of my channel, when I got comments for the first time, I was so happy. I remember getting my first comments on my first horror reactions. Like, my videos have 6 views. like my first 80 videos have like 6-7 views. And I was basically just watching supposedly real scary encounters and stuff. And sometimes it really went off on the people being really stupid in there. But no one watched that. It was fun to do though. And I did record 80 episodes of that every day. With like 7 views, and I never got discouraged there. I don't know how I did that though. But and I remember like once or twice in these 80 episodes, there were like 1 or 2 people coming and commenting, and like they just dropped the comment like wow or yay, or and I was so happy that someone interacted with me. And I'm still so happy every time I see a comment, even with the negative ones. Like I never am really angry at negative comments. The only time I was ever angry with the AI thing, because people accused me of some really bad stuff that was from my perspective, very bad taste stuff. Though I do know it wasn't intended by some people. Like some people did very, very nice things and were very constructive, and I was not talking about those. But there were some very nasty comments that really, so to speak, triggered me. Yeah, they did. I mean, that's the thing. I never put trigger warnings in front of my horror story. There's only one horror story that has a trigger warning, and the trigger warning is trigger all of them, because it's really fricked. It's the most fricked up thing I've ever written, and I got sick after writing it, like physically sick. Like I was so bad, but that was my goal. I wanted to write something that made me sick. So I did manage that. Don't know what perps. I don't know, perps I'm masochist. I don't know. But the negative comments I appreciate as well. And if someone is negative, let them be negative. I mean, I will not send the comments. The only time I did was the AI stuff, because they got really, really, I got really mad at that. Because the web novel, I don't know if you really saw it, because I deleted those comments because I was like, just prick you, no. And it was about, that I did write the web novel in part to cope with my best friend's death, which was really horrifying this year. Like, he died on January the 1st after 3 years of battle with the cancer. And so it was one of the 2 reasons I started writing the book as well, like the web novel. I write it too because I knew, like, we got the news in last March that it was incurable. And then the novel started bubbling up, and I even talked to him about it, and I really liked the idea. So, and it is about the afterlife, and it all came together a bit there. And then I watched Attack on Titan, and then I was like, yeah, I've got to write this down. And when he died, I really used some chapters to work through that as well. And they were still upcoming. There are some chapters that will get emotional, I think. So anyway. But, and that is the background story. And someone said, yeah, you probably, if you use an AI cover, first one I used an AI cover because I was like, I don't have the money to get an artist, So I just put the placeholder there to be like, yeah, this is basically my idea. And people were shitting on it. And then people, then already they were like, yeah, so you probably did it. Some said it gives the impression that you wrote the story with AI, and some did say you did write the story with AI. Like, why would I care for a story like this without ever looking at it? And because I had so much emotional baggage with it, and they basically said this thing I used to work through one of the worst things I've ever experienced was just soulless generated shit. Like, that really, really, that stung so hard. And when I did release the other cover, which I did commission, and apparently it's AI made, I'm unsure, but it looks like Ghibli style as well, and people really piled on that as well. And again, and I was like, here, I commissioned an artist, and they were like, yeah, who's the artist? Who was that? Really nasty stuff, at least from my perspective. And if you're not in the situation I am, and you probably are like, who cares? And normally I am like, who cares as well? Like, someone has literally called me the son of the painter, like me as a German being the shit of the world, and why am I such a bad blah blah blah. Like, I've had the worst insults hurled at me at this channel already, and I don't care. Like, let people be angry. If they need someone to be angry, that's better not be someone they love around them. You know, that's my motto. So they can be angry at me, I don't mind. But that really, really stung. And then I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. So that was that one time I did delete comments. But long story short, and I ramble again, I will not delete comments normally. And you can express your opinion. And if you have a bad day and you realize, it was pretty mean, nah, come on, it's okay. Like, I always never take something personally. And some people sometimes say, yeah, this read rude. Sometimes I don't use a smiley, but I never mean a comment angrily. Like, sometimes I feel comments of mine are a bit short and abrupt and stuff, but they're never intended with bad intentions or anything. It's always trying to be nice and open, even if the writing doesn't seem like it. It's just perhaps because sometimes my phone freaks up stuff. My phone's broken a bit, like the screen's cracked, so sometimes I write shit. So if I write gibberish a bit in the comments as well, now you know why. And I really appreciate every single comment, be it good or bad or constructive. The only thing I don't like is spoilers. I do have mods. I forgot who they were, but I do hope they will clean up some stuff if it happens. But I do think we're in a good place. And people have said with the AI controversy, let's call it like that, as well, like, why do you not just delete those comments? Or in general, like, always delete negative comments. And I was like, no. This one time I did, because I really felt shit. Like, it was the only time my channel made me feel like shit. And it was not good. So I stopped it for, I think, a week or so. But it really made me feel like shit. And I hope that never happens again. So I don't think it will. But I think it was a pretty bad combination of coincidences and unfortunate circumstances and stuff. So anyway, but I'm happy about every single comment still. Every single watcher, every single person that gives me their time to listen to an old, not that old, but an old German ramble on about physics and quantum physics and philosophy and Latin, German history, and I don't know what, like, the things I think about. And without further ado, we will just like finish this long rant now. Not rant, like ramble. But I do think it's fitting for 20k to have a bit of a ramble, bit of an incoherent mess. So still subscribe and like and share and read the web novel. Like, that's the only thing I really would love for you to do. Read it, try it out, first 6 chapters, because then you get all the storylines introduced, and you will know if you like it. So anyway, as always, take care of yourself. I hope you do. I hope these videos bring you some joy. I hope these videos add something of value. I mean, I'm doing reactions, but I don't want to just shout at the screen. I do not like that. I do think it would get me more views if I did. The funny thing is, oh God, I'm going to start rambling. I know how I would get 1 million subs. I can tell you that I know what I would have to do, and I'm not going to do it. And it's just choice, because this is a hobby, and it wouldn't feel good. Because I would have to be dishonest. I would have to shout a lot. I wouldn't have I know there are 1 million subset channels that are very intelligent as well. But normally it's more like some viral phenomenon and then pushing and stuff. But I don't want all of that. I'm so happy with 20k. And let's see where this channel goes from here on. I'm just having fun. Sometimes I cannot post on schedule because obviously I do have work, children, a novel, marketing, and sometimes I want to just play some Night Rain. You know, that's how it is. So I don't know. I try to be consistent. And anyway, take care of yourself as always. I will see you around, hopefully. Bye.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.